Okay, my name's Christina Fisk, and today I'm going to teach you how to make a lamp at home. It comes in a little kit like this. I've already been into it and did it just to make sure that I knew what I was doing before I started. I'm going to make it out of a old strainer. I've already put my hole on the bottom, and it was a little bit too big, so to correct that, I ran me a little chain through the bottom of here and get this anywhere. I like to get mine out of the garbage for free off of stuff that's broken. And I just ran the cord through the chain so that the chain supports the light and not the cord. You run the cord all the way through, and then you do an underwriter's knot, which goes a little something like this. You fold it under and behind, and then you pull your other side up from the back side, and you do another little loop with that. And then its tail comes through. Well, even I make mistakes sometimes. I've done it 100 times, and I still always manage to mess it up the first time. One more time. Wrap it around behind. Okay, here we go. Maybe not. Alright, this is the last time, and I'm starting over if I can't get it this time. Okay. Now both tails went through there, and your knot should look a little something like a pretzel, and your wires will come off. Now, your wire will either be jagged, like I don't know if you'll be able to tell. This one is jagged, but it also has a white line that runs up the side to let me know that that's the one that's going to go into my silver screw, which I already pulled this apart before I started recording. When I put it back together, you'll see this goes over this, and then this slides over this, and all I did was pull them apart. So first you take your bottom piece, and then you make sure that that goes on first before you do your underwriter's knot. Then you take your either coarse or labeled with a stripe cord. I'm going to feel mine again because I lost it. It's this one. And that always goes to your gray screw, your silver screw. And you, before you started, you cut your wire down to about half an inch to 5/8 of an inch, and stripped it down, and you make sure you don't mess with your copper wire. You want to make sure it's all intact. And then you just put it around your screw like that and tighten it. And then that leaves one more, and that always, no matter how it looks, goes into your brass screw. And you just wrap it around too, like that. And then you tighten it with your screwdriver, nice and tight. As you can see, I got in a hurry with the other one. This is my first instructional video, but there will be many more to come. Okay, so I got my silver and my gold, or my brass one in. I got them nice and tight. And then I'm just gonna slide that up closer to there so my knot's, you know, up inside of there. We slide this over the top, and you'll know where it goes because it's got to go right over top of your little switch there. Then you take your little brass piece that goes right over the switch there too. I did my knot a little low, so I'm just gonna kind of loosen it up and push it up a little bit like that. No worries, it can be fixed. This is very, very easy work. This right here is a little confusing if you're not using a pole. Some lamps, because this actually came to make a regular lamp, but that's not the kind we're making. We're just improvising. And most of those have a thin pole that you would have ran your wire through first, and then that's what that's for, is just to make sure that it would be tight against your little pole inside of your lamp. But I just tighten it so it doesn't fall out. And now I have this extra, which this is going to go through here.
How cool is it that new DiGiorno designed a music that lets us create our own pizza? And use delicious internal toppings like pepperoni sausage and pepperoni.
Okay. Why is it always harder when you're trying to do it on video? I swear, when I did this the first time, it was way cooler, and I actually looked like I knew what I was doing that time, so I don't know, maybe I'm a little camera shy. Okay, as of right now, we have this like this, and as you can see, when I hold my hook, it's still coming out. So we're going to need a little support underneath, which I know that's kind of ugly, but they're not going to see that anyway, so what we're going to do is just turn it upside down, and we have all these pre-drilled holes, thank goodness. And I just happened to buy some screws that are extra long, but I have them all different sizes. And we are just going to use those little gifts that they gave us and run a couple screws in. So that's going to take a second. I'm just going to dig in here. You can sing to yourself, or I could sing for you. I'm not the greatest singer. Sometimes I like to karaoke, but you know, you always sound better when you've had a cocktail or two in you, I suppose. Okie dokie. What do you got going on here? Just double checking to make sure my wire and everything is where I'm going to want it to be. And I'm going to line up some of the pre-drilled holes that they already had in there. Those are not going to be mine. I'm going to break into these babies. They're wood screws, but hey, they're not the boss of me, so, you know, sometimes I like to be a rebel and do my own thing. We're just going to try it. If it doesn't work, then I will try this another time and pretend this never happened. Because, I can. All of a sudden, I'm wishing that I had had a cocktail before I started embarrassing myself online. Not that I drink. Drinking is bad, children. No, I'm believing that these ones may be a little too long. Go back to the original idea because they are actually closer to the color that anyway. And I believe that they're going to screw in a little bit better to my smaller holes. underneath. And I was correct. I should have went with my first initial instinct. You should always do that. Every time I second guess myself. Perfect. I just think that was just meant to live there. I got all of this out of the garbage except for the new electrical cord, which I of course purchased at Lowe's for like $10, which you can't beat. So the chain I found in the garbage, the strainer I found in the garbage, the top to an old hanging lamp I found in the garbage because I like to carry around a screwdriver and take random pieces off of garbage. And the screws I also got out of the garbage. So everything other than the cord, which I recommend if you're going to make junk, at least use good product when it comes to protecting your children. Follow the instructions when it comes to that. So here we have it. But just to prove that I am not full of it, I'm going to put a light bulb in for you and turn it on, and we're going to see how it looks. His wife and her parents were brutally murdered in the storm. Nobody else is supposed to be there. At first, I do not know what my house looks like behind you, and unfortunately I'm a single mom, so I run off the resources that I have, and I had to get a light bulb out of a lamp that I'm actually using because I don't have no light bulbs right now, apparently. Maybe if I had like a husband, that could be his job or something. Okay, we're plugged in. Got my light bulb in. Let's see how it goes. Oh, looky there. And you know, I don't know if you can see it. That is absolutely amazing. And I just love it. I love the rustic colors. I thought about painting this, and I'm just really, really satisfied with the way that it turned out. I second guessed myself halfway through, but I just think it's great. Looky there. All by myself. And when I put it in the shop, somebody will love to have this for $25. I spent $10, and I had a great time making it. And thank you for watching. Until next time.